Hey guys, it's John Magnum here. Got the wife and the kid out of the house for a little while. Uh, the only thing's me and the dog, so if nobody knocks on the door, it should be nice and quiet. The only phone I have in here is my cell phone, and as a certain friend told me this week, uh, well, he, she, they made me feel real good. Said only two people have my cell phone, and you're one of them. Uh, so I'm pretty well tight on my cell phone that way too. If it rings, it'll be something important. Otherwise, I don't think we'll have any interruptions. So before we get started on our review, as usual, I'm long-winded. Just want to make a little speech. Okay. Now I was supposed to go to the company picnic today at my factory. Weather was not real bad, but it was sprinkling. And I'll be honest, I'm just plain wore out. I decided to stay home. I've already done some ribs, some hamburgers on the grill. I decided just going to do a review. Now, in the last week or two, I did a Canadian IMP sausage and hash browns, and it worked just fine. Now, some of you know, the week before, I did a Canadian IMP either with ham or bacon and hash browns. Can't remember which one it was, and it did not work. I don't know if it's camera issues, my issues, whatever. Also, the sound will be different. The external microphone has died, so I'm using the built-in microphone on this recorder. So bear with me. I'm going to raise my voice. When I listen to it, I may be yelling in your ears. That is not my intent. I'm just trying to make it clear enough to where you can hear. Okay, now, what I'm going to do here in just a little while, one of my last gun show finds, it's a MRE from Wornick. Now, there's no outside date codes. I don't know exactly what year. We'll try to determine what it is from looking at the codes on the boxes inside. Or at least make a guess, and you all may correct me. And this lovely tray I always use. I've got a few shout outs. Yes, I'm long winded. This tray from some buddies. Ben and Candy, Animal Free, MRE. Thank you so much. It has lasted surprisingly long, despite how I've treated it. Also, a couple of people I want to make a shout out to. I got my favorite coffee mug here for an MRE.com. I think somebody said their name might be Art and Nina. I'm not real sure about that, but I think it's pretty close. Also, on those same names and same website, Art and Nina. Somehow, I know this camera does not work real well. I believe if it does focus, you will see for an MRE.com. Now, they call it a tactical sport. To me, this is a super tactical sport. Titanium ain't nothing going to hurt it. Now, I'm going to set it aside just a minute. Now, here is my quote-unquote original tactical sport, which, yeah, very good. But you know, the starting Nina's had a serrated edge on the side to cut. The reason this one does not is it's got a knife inside. Let's see if the serrations, yeah, possibly show up. This was my favorite. Now it stays in the drawer because of this one. That is my favorite. I've not brought the other one out in a while. I'm going to set here to the side. I'm going to do a US MRE, and it does have a Mre Spoon in it, which are fine, but well, not what I'm going to use. Okay, let's get back to what I think the main idea is. Oh, I was going to go to the review, but I got to say something else. The rock or something with got all the comments was handmade by a friend a couple of counties over by the name of Mre Allen. She made this and other homemade items. Some I still have. Some were edible, perishable, so therefore I do not have. But this one thing here has got so many comments. Now, anybody that's been around for a while remembers the name Kiwi Dude. He got in contact with me. Now, Kiwi, he's been away for a couple of days, months, years due to issues. He saw that and he said, "That is better than my rock," or something. Thank Renee for that, so I shall. Now, on the same subject, Renee has had requests to make several of these. I believe some of them will be coming in shortly. You know who you are. I very, very try to claim bragging rights. Just remember, hey, I got the first one, y'all. That's mine. That's the original. I'm joking, okay? Let's see. Check my cheat sheets. No, we never do this. That is one of the best gifts I ever got. Also, she knew I never had tried Vegemite or Marmite, and sent me this, so we're going to do a review on it today too. So I'm going to see. Now, okay, I have seen some comments in the other reviewers' reviews, and they said, well, if you don't like the real thing, don't try the real thing. You've never tried this, you've never tried that. Okay, disclaimer from bald-headed fat man in Kentucky, known as John, also known as Magnum. I'm not a professional. As you can well see from this video, I am comic relief for the real ones. Now, because one reviewer does not like something, does not mean you should not try it. Something I might like, you will dislike. Something you dislike, I might like. Tastes and opinions vary. If you were adverse to a certain food when you were younger, haven't had it in years, try it again. You would be surprised how different it tastes now. If you've never tried something just once, try it. It's not that hard. If you don't like it, fine, throw it in the garbage can. If you do like it, eat it. But do not let someone else's opinion sway you that you don't like it. You have to try it for yourself and make up your own mind. Now, I know that's a whole lot of preaching. Okay, back to the meal I'm going to do, which is menu, if I can get the glare off of it, number 20, hash browns, potatoes, bacon, peppers, and onions. This is from the Wornick Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. And again, I do not have an outside date. We will do our best to, well, make a guesstimate. Or as one of my ex-bosses used to say, we will use the swag technique. First time he said that, I said, what is that? S-W-A-G, swag. I said, what does that mean? He said, super wild ass guess, but it works. So, we'll try the swag technique on this. I know the color of the package. I know the printing on the package. Oh, I'm pretty sure we can get pretty close. So, I'll be honest, my last FRHs have, well, I'm going to move that over. No, that's getting too much glare. So is that. Have not been real good. So I'll be honest. Not that anybody would hide behind the scenes secrets. I got boiling water on the side. If that FRH don't work, and I am going to show people how to use it, but if it don't work, got boiling water, I'll put the main in, and that's plenty of boiling water to make the coffee, provided this one has it. So I'm going to put it on pause just a minute and make some adjustments, and we'll go from there. I'll be right back. And I hit the microphone stand, or the camera stand. Okay, friends, apologies. I said there would be no interruptions unless somebody comes to the door and the dogs barked or the phone rang. I had forgot one other thing. My dogs, shall we say, needed to heed the call of nature and needed out. Also, I needed to bring this here back in too. Now, I've told you before, I don't like peelable seals. Have trouble with them. Usually have a razor sharp knife that goes through them one time. Well, this time, that is not, as you can tell, razor sharp. This is a knife that I always aggravated, oh good gosh, old mate Drop Bear with. Told him it was my Crocodile Dundee knife, and he agrees. I had one video I actually used this, and one I sent him on private shaving with it, and well, that's a long story, but just for old mate Drop Bear, let's go ahead and bring it out. And I've not hit the edge for, tried to hone it up for a while, so it'll be more like a saw than Crocodile Dundee's buoy, but let's have some fun with it. Let's turn this up. Well, there's one thing about it. What it lacks in sharpness. You got that much weight, it sure don't take long to go through a bag. Okay. Sorry, Drop Bear, I'm going to have to move your knife. Now, let's do a little, see what we have here. We have hash brown, potatoes, and bacon. And this is, you'll never pick up on this fine print. This is another, I'm guessing, another 2015 vintage. It says 5309. So that would be the 309th day of 2015. Let's see if any of the other numbers comes close. Off the screen, well, that's all that's doing is putting the glare in there. Let's take it all off and just look at a nice clean tray for a minute. We have chocolate banana nut muffin top, if you can read that. Trans fat free, TFF. We have the Mre Spoon, which is a very good spoon, but as I said, I have another favorite. And yes, you can look it up on YouTube. There was actually in the military one confirmed kill with this spoon. It was all he had. He cut the end off, made a improvised spear, or prison terms, shank, out of it, and killed the enemy. There is one confirmed kill that you can find on the internet due to this spoon. Other countries' ration, unsure. This one you can. Now, we seem to have beef snack strip. So it's either going to be kippered beef or beef jerky, something on that order. We'll find out when we tear into it. Also, we have Well, now that's a little different. No, not really. It's breakfast. Okay. Dehydrated granola with blueberries. And let's look for a date code on that and see if it starts with 5. Look at that. 5275. 1149. Okay, we have a 2015 Wornick ration. And the last 2015 FRHs I didn't have the best of luck with. So now I have another 2015 FRH, and again I'm going to try this on screen. If it works, since I don't want the smoke detectors going off, I'll move it outside. If it does not work, I have already got boiling water, so we'll have a meal regardless. Let's see, we have the no way to pick up hot beverage bag that I can get this focused. It's too flimsy, I can't keep it solid. Basically it says and part of my other stuff fell off. If you wanted coffee, you would put it to this line. If you wanted fruit drink, you would add it to that line. Heater sleeve. Nutritional facts. This is an MRE. It is a military ration. We all know it is not very nutritious and overload on sodium and everything else. So I'll let you pause that, provided I don't know what focuses on this thing or not. But we all know what we've got and what we're going to eat. So it's not continental cuisine and it's not that. Okay, crackers. Well, I had bread set out to do the Marmite. We'll try some on bread and some on crackers too. Very cool. Let's see, what else is in this bag? We have cheese spread. And I'll tell you right now, I started to knead it before I put it up here. There's no need for kneading. That is soft and fresh as can be. I wish I could see more how that focuses. Give you a better shot. Anyway, we do have cheese spread. We have accessory kit. Let me see if there's anything. Nope. That accessory kit, that's the last bottom dollar. Okay. Let's open this up. And again, 5315. Hope that shows up. So it's somewhere between October, November, December when all of this in 2015 was put together. And that is a tough package. What we seem to have so far is creamer, a beverage base, orange. I'm trying to figure out which one shows up the best on the camera. I'm going to watch this a little bit closer. We have coffee, type 3, instant, freeze dried. We have sugar to go with our coffee and creamer. We have salt, as if we did not already have a sodium overload. We have a moist towelette or wet nap, your call of what you prefer to call it. We have a box, nondescript, damp climate matches. These matches are designed specially for damp climates, but they will not work when wet or after long exposure after several weeks to very damp air. Okay. We have red package. I think most of us know that means cinnamon gum. And last but least, we have the John Wayne paper. It's rough and tough and don't take, well anyway, it's John Wayne paper. I think y'all get the idea. This is multi-purpose. It can be used for napkins or other bodily functions, whatever you need it for. I'm going to change some stuff around and I will be right back. Okay guys, I'm back. Apologies, I changed my game plan around. Number one, I did go ahead and mix the orange orange drink instant, no real fruit, just fruit flavored. And when I done that, the powder got up my nose, and I have had a 5-minute coughing fit, about choked me. I was going to put the main in the FRH in the sleeve first, and then come back to the others. But I'm going to do it a little bit different now. With your permission, I made the drink. Let's see. Let's try coffee instant type 3 freeze dried. Maybe that'll get in there. Most of you know what you get in these are, yeah, it's instant coffee. There's no other word for it. It will suffice if you can't get the real thing. So just to be sure, no, ain't nothing wrong with that. I knew there wasn't. Most of you know the deal on the taster's choice. So if you ever get a taster's choice, just make sure you don't see something that shouldn't be there. And yes, I'm going back to basics. I will also tell you, if you get a meal, MRE, with a dairy shake in it between certain years, please double check at mreinfo.com on the dairy shake recall. Certain years were suspect for, let's add some sugar, suspect for salmonella and or botulism. I am very leery of said dairy shakes because a friend of mine got one 2 years after the time frame. Here goes the creamer, non-dairy. I wonder if that's on the back. Some of these say non-dairy, and then it says includes milk. Now, y'all want to explain that to me? But now one of my buddies got just a little bit sick on one that was 1 to 2 years after supposedly the recall ended. So since then, I have been very, very leery of any dairy shake. Please remember this. Just because you think it might be good, it may not. Creamer, no discoloration. A little bit set up, but that's not too unnormal. Use my super tactical sport here. Yeah, I may not have got my water just as hot as I thought I did. There may be some clumping on that whitener, but I reckon it'll all still drink. Let's see. We have the beef snack strip. We'll see if it's jerky or the other. I almost make a bit before I tear into it. Probably, let's see. Let's see. Bullards. Bulls. Well, I don't remember the name, or no, Bullards was hot sauce. Bulls was the. Okay. I watch, like you all, so many rations. I get my names confused. Can't remember what I've seen and what I haven't. And I can see right now I am taking a very long time on this, and I said I wouldn't. Okay. We tore into the muffin top. Looks awful good, very soft, very tender. Let's see. Got crackers and cheese. Got the main, got the heater sleeve. Where is the, okay, granola, milk and blueberries. I'm going to put this on pause just a minute and make a slight adjustment and see what I come up with. Appreciate y'all's patience. Okay guys, much as I figured, I made the muesli, and too much for the small compartment, and I want my main meal in this one, crackers, cheese, and that, so I had to divide between these two, move my muffin top over. Okay, now, unsure if this will work or not. Most of you know how a flameless ration heater works. I am teaching some new people at work, so I'm going to go back to the basics. I'm sorry, you have to bear with me while doing it. We will attempt to tear the top notch off. Now you see why I always keep a sharp knife instead of the Dundee to do this. Off screen I am struggling. Okay, FRH inside heating pad. In theory, if we put the pad down into, again off screen, I'm sorry, to the bottom, we will attempt, again off screen, I'm sorry, I can't look at the screen, and okay, now the pad is on one side, the meal is on top. When we add water, this pad, in theory, I hope, better than most, which I ain't had in a long time, start to heat. So the pad goes on the bottom, heat rises up to heat the meal. So let's add just a little bit of water. If you have a slow one, you can attempt to put salt in it, and yes, it works a lot of times. Not always, just a lot of times. That is no guarantee. So far, I see no reaction from said FRH. I smell no electrical burnt wiring smell that I should when it starts working. I wish I could get that in there. Renee, again, thank you for that rock or something. I got the first, rest will have to suffer. Okay. Tell you right now, From the smell, I got a good flameless ration heater. Smells like wires are burning. I've not seen the steam come out yet, but oh, that's a good one. And a matter of fact, just to show you, if I don't know how this, can you see the water boiling in that? That is too hot for me to handle right now. I got a good FRH. That, oh yeah. Well, while it's doing its thing, number one, if it gets too strong, yeah, I'm going to have to move it outside. Until then, try a little bit of blueberry muesli. Whoops, wrong way. Absolutely nothing wrong. That, oh, wow. Had time to reconstitute. Berries are soft. The grains are soft. No, that's good. I'm sorry. That ain't gonna get no better than that. That is good. Temporarily, I'm gonna put the camera on pause, and I'm going to take the main and that FRH outside. Like I said, I've got a good one, and I'm afraid it's going to set the smoke detector off. I have not had one work this good, and I have no idea how long. I'm going to put the camera on pause just a minute, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, let's try something a little bit different. Let's try our muffin top. That, my friends, is soft. It has nuts in it. Unsure if walnuts or pecans. I'm actually tasting a little bit of walnut, either that or the banana flavoring coming through. Regardless, it's soft, it's tender, and it is very, very good. I'm not big on sweets, but I could eat this all the time. We have Bull's beef stick or pepper steak. Your call, what you want to call it. If it's thin, I call it jerky. If it's like this, I'll call it kippered beef or beef steak. Again, off camera. I'm going to set that right there just a minute. Oop, don't go in the muesli. And let me get a knife, because I'm sure going to need it on them crackers. Apologies for the delay. First one I found was the one Shalker sent me. United States Marine Corps replica. These were used all the way from World War II all the way up through Vietnam, and may still be used in some places today. Bottle opener, can opener, punch awl, blade, screwdriver. These are excellent. That was the first one I found. Thank you again, Shalker. Okay, let's try the beef snack. And I'll just leave it as beef snack. good flavor, little dry, but then again, it's dried beef, so I don't think we could do much better than that. Really good flavor. Okay, let's go to the crackers and the cheese spread while I'm looking outside. That meal, that FRH, is absolutely rocking it. I've not had one that good and I don't know how long. Regular cheese spread, no jalapeno, no bacon, still good stuff. Might save a little bit back to go on the breakfast and dog it up a little bit. And the crackers. My good microphone is dead. Let's see if we can possibly hear just a... I heard it. There went your hiss. I'm sure that microphone won't pick it up. Shocker, that is one sharp knife. Thank you so much, friend. With your all's permission, I would like to try just a little bit of cracker by itself. And all in one piece until I done that. Good looking cracker. Smell test. Smells like a cracker. Tastes like a cracker, not stale, but unsalted. Very, very plain. Highly edible, but very plain. See what might make that a little bit better. And I bumped the camera again. Apologies, friends. See what. Boy, if anybody could make a mess, I can. And I just did. As long as it eats, I don't care. Cheese crackers. I definitely need a moist towelette right now. It is the Moist nondescript brand. About the size right there. No scent, no lemon flavor, no alcohol smell. Apparently whatever is supposed to work does, or they wouldn't have them in the package. These are in about everything. Okay, I'm going to change camera around again and we're going to get the main out here and see what happens on that. Is that fair enough? Okay guys, as you can see, some of the sight pictures changed here. I've eaten some. There is the main, being very hash brown potatoes, bacon and peppers. I'm glad I had the camera turned off. I'll be honest with you. I said I had had bad luck with flameless ration heaters and expect this one to be the same. This was so hot I could not even hold on to it. I had to dry it off and set it aside for a few minutes. I know it's just one click on the... Dad, blame it. On the camera, but it had to cool down. I don't believe I've ever had an FRH that done that. I honestly really don't. I am surprised and amazed. I'm going to... Okay, we're going to try the seal, which usually tears halfway apart and didn't this time. Okay. Hash brown, potatoes, bacon, onion. Every last drop out of that, I ain't wasting one bit, y'all. Oh, I smell peppers from here. Oh man, that smells good. I like my peppers. Oh, change some stuff. See. Get me just a little bit of drink of my orange drink. Another bite of muesli. Now, what I really want. I had this in the Canadian version 2 weeks ago. The film didn't quite make it. Let's see. The American version tastes like. The American version tastes absolutely wonderful. If you put a blindfold on me and I was eating this, excuse me. Have any of y'all ever had bean and bacon soup from Campbell's? Or ham and bean soup? That is as close to the flavor as you can get. Another bite of my muffin top. That is good. Little hot sauce would be nice, but I just want least a little bit of salt. I don't want to overdo it. It does not need it. It's pretty well seasoned. And I really wish they'd included pepper instead of salt, and that would have made it just about right. Now that helped. Get me another drink of my coffee. Another bite of my beef stick. Another little bit of cheese cracker. And make another mess, no doubt. All of these components are excellent. If I was someone else, I possibly might break some crackers into this to change the texture. Possibly, add a little bit of cheese. Mix it up, change the flavor profile. And above the camera, apologies. That someone would be Gun Dogs. He comes up with some good ideas. Every chance I get, I follow those ideas. Very cool. Oh man. Cheese adds to the taste. Crackers adds to the texture. Wow. I'd mix the rest of it in, but someone if I can get a big enough piece of cracker. Mre, finally, it is time. Marmite. First, I gotta get me one more bite of this. That is so good. Now, any review that I have seen says go very, very thin until you get used to it. Very salty. And to be honest with what I licked off of my spoon and my finger, it is. I have no problem with that. I prefer savory to sweet. That tastes good. That does taste good. I had bread set out for that. A little more. Put on some bread. Yeah, I know it's supposed to be toast, but barely had enough time just to do a review, so let's try it and see. Actually, the bread works, for my personal taste, better than the crackers. That is awesome. Marmite makes up for the lack of salt on the crackers, but on the sandwich, hell, now I know what they're talking about, a Vegemite sandwich. Okay. No, that, if it was toasted, that'd be that much better. I messed up by not doing it. Sorry, y'all. Anyway, that's my attempt for a review today. I'm getting ready to turn it off and finish eating this lovely meal. Again, there was not one thing wrong with it. It's one of the best United States MREs that I have ever had. Be honest, it was amazing compared to some of them. Yes, I'm comic relief. Yes, I have fun. My professional, no. What I like might be your dislikes. What you dislike might be my likes. Use your own judgment. Think about it. If you want to try something, try it. If you don't, you don't. However, if you never try it, you'll never know for sure. So, keep that in mind. And we'll see how this comes out. Bye, y'all. Peace. John, Magnum, here in Kentucky. Bye-bye.